Hey everyone, happy start to the Tritium here in our Catholic faith. I want to jump on here to the YouTube channel to talk to you a little bit about the importance of the Tritium. It's a little bit different of a video. We've been doing a lot of really silly fun ones. It is important that we take this time to talk seriously about this Tritium. Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and then it leads into Easter. It's often a time where a lot of us get to go on vacation, we get time off of school, even for our parents, sometimes they get off of work, and we can forget that is the most holy week of our faith. And why is this so incredibly important? This Tritium is a remembrance of what Jesus did for us and is the foundation of our faith. It is the foundation of what we believe. What do we believe? We believe that Jesus died, rose from the grave so that we could be in communion and we could be in heaven for eternity. Without the Tritium, we wouldn't even have a faith, and we wouldn't be here celebrating, having St. Greg's, having youth ministry, having all of this. Let's start with Holy Thursday, which is today. Holy Thursday marks the start of the Tritium. And what does it celebrate? Well, what's going to happen today is there is going to be a Mass later on. And it is actually the last Mass until the Easter Vigil. And there's a couple of things that go into this Mass which are really cool. One, the priesthood is signified and the priesthood is celebrated. Jesus himself shows the priests how to serve others when he washes the feet of his disciples. And what you'll see in Mass is that our awesome priests, they will reenact exactly what Jesus did. They will wash the feet of 12 parishioners. Some parishioners that you guys will even know because we have some of our teens that will be getting their feet washed by our priests today. And what that does is that shows that the priesthood is meant to serve. And Jesus tells us that the priesthood is meant to serve. But he isn't just calling the priests to do that. He's calling every single one of us to be servants to our fellow humans here on earth. Second thing is the Mass of the Last Supper. So it's basically when the Eucharist was instituted. I mean, every Mass, of course, we do breaking of the bread and the wine and things like that. But there's something very unique and special to this Mass that focuses on this institution of the Eucharist. We look at Scripture, it says, do this in remembrance of me. He's not saying, oh, it's just a symbol. You can do this just to remember who I am. Throughout Scripture tells us, I am the bread of life. I am this Eucharist. As Catholics, that is so beautiful for us to remember that Jesus is the Eucharist. And at this Holy Thursday Mass, we remember that and we celebrate that. What will happen after that is that the Eucharist will actually be processed into the gathering rooms. And the reason why that happens is because on Good Friday and Holy Saturday, we don't have Mass. I was talking to my chiropractor today, and I guess I said it in pretty layman terms, or nonchalant terms, but basically, Jesus will be gone for 2 days, so we have to put him away. We have to put the Eucharist away in a special place so that when he comes back, we can celebrate. And that's what we're going to do. The beautiful thing is that you could spend time after Mass today in the gathering rooms and just being with the Lord, who will be away for the next couple days. And this leads us into Good Friday. I've often heard people say, well, why is it called good? Jesus died. That's not good. I guess you're right in a way. No one wants to go through crucifixion. Not to get kind of gruesome, but the crucifixion is one of the most painful and terrible ways to die. You don't die from hanging from a cross, you die from suffocation. And Jesus wasn't simply hung on a cross. He was beaten, he was humiliated, he was spat on, he was accused of things he never did. And yeah, on the outside, it's not good what he went through. I guess in a weird way, celebrate Good Friday with the 7 last words. We will start with breaking down the 7 last words Jesus says. We'll have beautiful people coming in and doing a reflection based on those 7 last words and their own life experiences. After that, we will do the veneration of the cross, and it will not be a Mass. It will simply take time to venerate the cross that Jesus died on for us to go to heaven. And then we will do Stations of the Cross. Stations of the Cross run by us. Yeah, youth ministry. And very exciting, we get to do living stations again. Bam! Let's go. And that's what Good Friday we will be doing. But remember the root of what Good Friday is. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that it's good, but why is it called Good Friday? Because Jesus did the ultimate good act. He died on the cross, suffered for us, so that we could be in heaven for eternity. So I would say that's a pretty good act. And then Holy Saturday, honest moment, I was always like, I don't understand what Holy Saturday is. It's just kind of like the weird day in between Good Friday and Easter, right? But Holy Saturday is basically a time for us to be in waiting. It's a time for us to remember that Jesus is dead. He's in the tomb, and we have to patiently wait for him to rise again. It is so hard for us as humans to sit in the silence and to wait for something, but Holy Saturday reminds us to wait for the Lord to rise so that we could go to heaven. And then it leads us to Easter. We have the Easter Vigil, which is beautiful because we have people entering the church. We have people getting their sacraments. It's a celebration of our faith. And then Easter, the Lord is risen. It's so exciting. But the reason why I kind of talked through the Tritium and the importance of it is like, I want you to take a second and really understand this importance of this week. So many of us sometimes take for granted the fact that we live in a country where we can freely go to Mass. We live in an area that literally has churches like on every corner and that you can go wherever to celebrate our Mass. You can get the Eucharist every day if you wanted to. It is really cool that we get time off to go on vacation and maybe work, and we get to celebrate with our families and we get to spend time with our families, especially since we haven't been able to do that the last couple years. That's a big win. But I challenge you to remember what this Triduum is. That it is so much more than just simply time off and, oh, I don't have to do schoolwork and I can just hang out and do whatever I want. No, it is time for us to remember what Christ did for us. And it's time for us to remember the roots of our faith and to take seriously the faith that we practice. So as you're on vacation or you have time off or you're spending time with your family, really think about what Christ did. Take the time to pray and talk to God and thank him. Be in contemplative prayer. Think about what's going on. And don't just walk through this Triduum like it's another day, because it's not. It's the root of our faith. So happy Triduum, everyone. If I don't see you before Easter, I hope you have a blessed Easter, and thank the Lord he is risen. See you later, guys.